One, and welcome to week one of INTS 4498. It's Dr. Joni Leisha Dominic, your professor for the semester, and of course, call me Dr. Joni or Joni. As we get ready for week one, we're open to our D2L page, and let's of course review the announcement telling us what we're doing in week one. And now we're going to open, and we see the announcement in more detail. And I do want to review, I think I mentioned this in our navigation overview, but also each week I will be creating a video overview plus sending you an email on Mondays, the beginning of the week. And then, we'll have a new announcement every week as well. Um, One of the things that I'd like to show you too and discuss in more detail too is that as we get into week one, you'll notice that on the syllabus, you do not purchase a book for this course. I've created an INTS ebook shelf, and these are the links to all the books that I have created using something called Live Binder. It's also Here's what it looks like when you open it. We have a total of 8 live binders that I've made for this class, and they will also be used throughout the coursework. So you'll see them, I'll have them embedded in discussions and assignments, making it really easy so you don't have to go back and forth and look for where the resource is. One other thing I want to point out about the design of these, they're not written in chapters, they're written in resource topics in tabs. So when we're talking about the various coursework, we'll be talking about the tabs. They're not in a chapter sequence. Okay, so let's go back to our home screen for week one. In week one, we're going to course modules, and you will see week one listed here. We're going to open up week one, and what you'll see in this is that number one, we have the module listing. Discussion one posted. It is not due until January 24th at 11 p.m. And by the way, if you need an extension for any of the coursework, you'll notice on the syllabus I say if coursework is turning in after deadline or late, it's worth the 50% of the credit. However, if you let me know it's coming in late, no reason, just tell me you need more time and tell me a D2L email is the preferable way, or you could, of course, use the school email, but I'll find you faster in D2L email. Just ask for more extended time, and you will get that without a late penalty. Okay, and then I also have listed frequently asked questions. If you have a question about the class that you think you'd like to share and discuss with other people too as well, and me, just post it here. Okay, so let's look at what the module looks like. Our modules for week one will always have the overview video that you're listening to right now, and it has the course introduction listed. Welcome to INTS 4498 Senior Seminar in Integrative Studies. This class is all about you. This class is designed for you to honor, understand, and connect your learning by creating a GPS grad portfolio story. This class is designed to provide resources to assist you in your transition from college, and you'll create your portfolio through the 6 assignments and review the resources about creating portfolios and other resources that you will be using as you prepare to graduate through the 10 discussions. The weekly course learning modules will connect the course learning objectives with the weekly course module learning objectives while reviewing the course resources and coursework due this week. Module objectives for this week, they correlate to the course objectives listed in our syllabus 1 and 5, and after you complete the tasks in week 1, you'll be able to identify our course objectives, the course syllabus, course design on D2L for navigating and accomplishing your course learning outcomes, practice your networking skills by writing discussion introductions, and discuss the resources provided by the guest networkers in discussion 1. Module activities, I have an estimated time, should take you about an hour and 25 minutes. You'll be reviewing the Start Here Live Binder, which you'll find on the front page of our homepage. Review the syllabus, and then review the INTS Senior Seminar Course Portfolio Live Binder, and you'll see that on the front page of the homepage. Then you will look at this is the portfolio itself for the course that you could take with you, one of our INTS 449 ebooks that I talked about earlier. And here you'll be doing networking introductions. Resources are included for this discussion. And here is the link to discussion 1, which isn't due until January 24th at 11 p.m. And oh, and by the way, I'll mention this again too, but in our discussions, you will post your discussion. There are no requirements for how many people you need to interact with in the class for the discussion. So you can respond to as many people as you would like, or, you know, whatever you would like to do, but you only are expected to do the first discussion post about your response. And then feel free to write to each other, but there's no requirement for grading or how many times or how many people you need to respond to. Okay, also, you're going to review the guest network or live binder that you'll see in discussion one. Also, I'd like you to check the link here for our new KSU Career Internship Advisor for Integrative Studies in University College. That's Holly Sadeh. And so I have her link here posted. And then also I'd like you, since we're on the topic of networking, to look at what I call a guest networker, Lydia Henderson, who was the career and internship advisor for integrative studies. Now she's in another division at the university, covering another college, but doing the same work. But she has puts together, she's one of our guest networkers too, has a fabulous seminar on networking, so which is posted on this link. So take a look at that since we're on the networking topic. Checklist overview. Start for your checklist. Please review. You reviewed the Start Here Live Binder, the syllabus, the INTS Senior Seminar Integrative Studies Course Portfolio Live Binder. You reviewed the Guest Network Align Binder, and you review and/or completed Discussion 1, which is not due until January 24th. What's new for next week? What's your story? An overview on creating your GPS grad portfolio story. Now, let's look at the discussion. Here is our discussion 1 for networking. I do leave a lot of time. We don't start our coursework immediately because I want you to be familiar with the class, the resources, and take your time with these networking introductions as we get to know one another and really do some networking in the class as well. So here's the discussion. First, introduce yourself to the class and share your current plans for life after college. And secondly, check out the Guest Networker, one of our first ebooks. Well, actually, you'll be looking at the Start Here as our first book, but the second is the Guest Networkers book. And you'll see that coming up also here, and I have it posted on our D2L page as well. It's divided, and I'll show you that book in a minute. And here is the rubrics for meeting expectations and for not meeting expectations. So please review the rubric itself, okay? I have no required length of the discussion as well. So just enjoy yourself networking. All right. Now let's go to when you open the Guest Networker book, here's what you're going to see. Here's the topics related. They're divided into a general guest networkers for INTS 4498, then creating your portfolio, career search process, citizenship, and college graduate. So as you open it up, this is a complete list of everyone who's willing to help us out. Isn't that amazing list? It's people who are on campus, people who former students in INTS, and then former students that have, as I said, taken the class. So you have a lot of resources here. These are all people. I don't call them guest lecturers because they don't lecture. They're here to network. And so they're going to network virtually. Every one of these listed has the contact information and any information that you might need. Okay, so enjoy looking at this particular resource. And finally, in closing, if you have any questions, of course, you can call me. You know, my office number is listed here. I make like I have office hours by appointment. And so here's my office phone. Feel free to call. Here's my school email. But my number one way of wanting to talk in class is really the D2L email because I'll be looking those first. Okay. Now, if you have any questions, you can and would rather talk to everyone else in the class about the questions, just pop this one open, frequently asked questions. And we've got a post that's there ready for you to start and ask some questions, and I'll be checking those regularly as well. So one day closer to graduation, and welcome to INTS 4498. It's a pleasure and honor to work with you. Dr. Joni, have a great learning week.